Hi there. I think I'm on. Yeah. Hi, I'm Tish. It's Starlove Healing. I am here to check in with the new moon in Taurus energy. And here comes Vader. I actually just finished a live for finishing the 5-5 portal energy for the individual signs for Cancer through Pisces. I did Aries through Gemini on the first one on 5-5. And then I promised I would finish it up. So I just did. So if you're waiting on that, go watch that. But today is Tish Tuesday, and I've been doing that on my Instagram, Starlove Healing. So, but understand that all my readings are timeless. So when you see it, it can be applicable for then, even if you watch this 3 years from now. So, anyways, we're going to do a Tish Tuesday, which means I use only my self-created oracles and check in with energy with those. So, and also, so today I'm going to do ruins. I made these ruins on my walk. I found all these little cute little, these rocks and painted them and put the ruin symbol on them. So I don't use them that often. I'd hope to really incorporate this a lot more in my readings. When I made them a year ago or 2 years ago, it was probably maybe 3 years ago. But they've been calling my name, and since I created them, it's Tish Tuesday. Divination type, I guess. I don't even know what I'm trying to say at this point. But anyway, I'm going to ring the bell to cleanse my space from past energy, and I'm going to set the intention to cleanse your space so that we have room to receive this message. All right. Got a deep, needed a really deep breath with that. Okay. Okay, I guess we're going to start with this since it's probably going to take the main stage. I actually am going to have to look these up because I don't know exactly what they are. There's too many. There's like 20 of them in here. This is speaking. Okay, we got that. It's almost like an H. Okay, let's see what that is. What are we delving deep on? Okay. Well, I don't see it. That's a good way to start, huh? All right, hold on. Hold on. Here we go. I looked up the wrong thing, I guess. Here we go. Hagalaz, oh gosh. Hagalaz air. Transformation egg of life. That's what it's all about. Transformation egg of life. All right, so what is transforming right now? Where can we find our seed, I guess, of this egg of life? All right. Actually, I'm going to do this. A portal. Portal energy. Okay. What is this referring to? Oh my God, beautiful. Like the video right now, please, because this is going to be on point. We've got uterus. And the saying is, this is my oracle, it's portal power. And it says, epicenter of all human creation. Your only ticket to earth. The uterus. Wow. I love this because this is already showing something's already created. Right? I mean, this is a, what is that? It's a ultrasound, but there's an actual baby here already, created, already. Phew, life is already created. So what this is speaking on is something that is already created. It's just in an incubation mode right now, meaning it's needing to, you know, be nurtured and fed nutrients so that it can keep growing and then be birthed. Love it. All right. So tell us more on what this is. And I will say Taurus is the mother energy of the zodiac. And that is what this new moon is. So setting your intentions for, what I really get here is setting intentions for something that you believe in so wholeheartedly that honestly, it's like something that no one can change your mind on. Like, keep setting intentions for that, whatever that is for you, because it's already started. It's already growing. It's already going to be something. It's just a matter of time. What can we know more about this? Benefit of the doubt. That's interesting that I was just talking about that. Believing. Don't doubt it. Banish all your doubt about this thing. If that is something that you're like, well, I'm not seeing anything happen. Well, it's time to be setting intentions that you start seeing it. Scales are even. Is there some doubt that you're not worthy of this at all? Was that something that you have transformed, that you can actually be equal to somebody? In the sense of like, okay, sometimes if we really, this is just one example. This may not be the rest of the reading, but I'm hearing, like if you really like somebody in like a relationship way, sometimes you can pedestalize them, if that's a word. Put them on a pedestal. That's what I meant to say. And then you can start believing that you're unworthy of that person because you think that they are perfect. They, it's like you see them in like this golden light, which is beautiful. But if you don't actually see yourself in that same beautiful golden light, then you're going to have doubt that it would be equal. It would be something that would, be balanced. You might feel like, okay, they're just going to be, they're going to outshine me or something like that. That's what I'm feeling like with this reading. But again, this is something that was transformation, egg of life. So I really feel like this is something that we are moving past this doubt of that energy and then bend the truth and why. I still get this feeling of like you're bending the truth, like you're making the truth not actually, you're not seeing it for what it is. You're seeing your version, your perspective of it, and it's not the truth. It's a little askew from what is actually happening. We all do that. We can all get in our heads and think, so-and-so, I mean, you can even feel like that on a daily basis with your friends. Like you're just like, oh man, I really need to touch base with them just to know that they love me. I mean, we all get in our heads about something that is way bigger in our mind than it is in reality. And I love how I just said that. And this R was the first thing that fell out, reality. Hand in hand. Okay, we got two hand in hands. And then we got K. I just heard karmic relationship. And I got a moth hitting my window right now. So it's like something in the dark, trying to seek light, attracted to the light, but there's like a barrier between it. But I do feel like maybe this is some of you, you are in a karmic relationship. And I know that doesn't sound right, because I mean, let's just say this, almost all relationships have they're karmic. Every relationship, soulmates are karmic. Karmic is something that is needing to happen in this life. You are balancing the scales of karma with that person, probably from another lifetime. If you think someone's your soulmate, then you were attached to them in a different lifetime. And, you never know. You could have been the dirty dog, in the past life, inflicted, your stubbornness or your control on that person. And now they're kind of doing it to you in this life. It's balanced, right? 2 cards. Look at those 2 cards. Okay, what about this? Okay, and I will touch upon this because I said it in a different video, but most likely you didn't watch that one. So I want to clarify it. I read this beautiful quote that said, how you know between a karmic relationship and a soulmate, like a genuine, uplifting, like positive type of relationship, is that a karmic relationship, you will be in cycles that you can recognize as a cycle. It's like, okay, well, we made it through the hump on that one, but just around the corner, we're going to go through the same thing. And then maybe a year goes by and we're going through the same thing. And even if it's not the exact same issue, it's something like it. It's one of the 2 people maybe not having confidence in the relationship, and it creates other catalysts for other little things that could pop up. And now, granted, that's going to happen in a soulmate relationship, like a uplifting, true love type of relationship. But the difference between karmic and that soulmate, which is uplifting and true love and unconditional love, is that when something pops up, maybe from someone's insecurities, it's not like dwelled upon. It's identified, handled, and put to rest. And that's not going to come back around. So this quote was beautiful because it was saying karmic relationships, really, you can identify them because you feel lost. It's like you're always like in a maze or in a labyrinth, and you're just kind of like, where am I? Like, why can't we get out of this? Why can't we get out of this situation? Or why can't I lose this thought process that's getting in between us, or if they're doing the same. Usually in karmic relationships, it's both people are going through some heavy stuff and they just keep pounding on each other, trying to make it work. And it takes sometimes a very long time to figure it out that it's not going to fit. But guess what? During those relationships, they have such beautifulness to them as well. I mean, the whole point of that person even coming into your life was to teach you a lesson and to help you resolve some karmic debt or receive some good karma from their existence in your life. I mean, I would say there's probably 3 people in my life that I thought were 100% karmic. I was so deeply attracted, like black hole kind of like attracted into them. And yet I was always lost, as if I was in a black hole. And I couldn't figure my way out of it. That was karmic relationship. And then I've had other relationships that were just as like magnetic. But never did we have this constant run around of the same freaking thing. Or it didn't morph into something worse that we were going through. And, it's just kind of like when you actually look back on your relationships, you're like, even the ones that were rougher than the other ones, there was so much I got out of it, And so it really feels like you're transforming. What I'm going to say here is feels like this energy is like you have identified some karmic energy within any relationship of yours. And it's now that you've identified it, it can be handled. Whether you do it on your own or you do it, my voice is even starting to like get hoarse. Like I've said this a million times. That's what I keep hearing. Like, haven't I said this already? Why am I having to say this again? But there's something about here that in whatever relationship this might be speaking on, it's like you whether you do it by yourself and you move on or you do it with them, there's now a moment where it's like this transformation is telling you you have to leave that karmic situation, that karmic reason. Like, I'm going to go back to the insecurity. You have to leave that insecurity in the past, because I really feel like you've leveled up personally. You've leveled up. And then we got innate energy right over the you and the been the truth. I think this has been more overshadowing your energy, because this was over the you're bending the truth. You're not seeing it correctly. I think this karmic energy, possible relationship with someone, it's just been overshadowing your energy for too long. I want to get one of these. Oh my God, look. And the belly button came out. What was necessary? Come on. What was necessary before no longer serves a purpose. Belly button. Boop. And it says blowing raspberries. Guys, we went transformation, egg of life, to uterus, and then in the womb, and then actually birthed. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What was necessary? Karmic relationship, karmic reality, what you thought was the best of the best that you could ever get, you're realizing is no longer your vibration. You've leveled up. You've been birthed into a brand new life. Think about a baby. They have their entire life ahead of them. They get to go through babyhood with their mom and dad. And then they're going to get to go through that toddler, which is like, just so much fun exploring everything for the brand new first time. And you're going to get, your childhood when you're making up dances in your friend's bedroom to the whatever song is hot then. You're going to be a teenager and rebel and just, not listen to nobody. Then you're going to go to college and you're going to have that experience. Even if you don't go to college, it's more like that time period is such a, whether you go to college or not, that time period is such a growing, like you learn so much in those 4 years that it builds upon the rest of your life. So think about all this brand new life you have ahead of you, all those new adventures and experiences. Wow. We got the letter Q, and then virtue, wisdom, and sensuality. And this is it may not be bamboo, but it feels like, to me, this card always felt like bamboo, and it's like lucky. And bamboo grows like it. Oh gosh, I'm gonna forget it now. I do that sometimes. I sew and love something and then forget about it. But it's also something that if you don't use it all the time, then you kind of forget it. But I heard something about bamboo. It's once you plant bamboo, it lays dormant under the ground for 5 years or something like that. Imagine being that farmer. You have to bet that in 5 years from now, you're going to get the payout for your crop. If people even sell bamboo, I don't even have a clue. But it's like bamboo, once it sits for 5 years, but once it actually sprouts, it grows 1,000% in in weeks. It's the whole entire crop grows at once, 10 feet high. It has massive growth in a very short amount of time. I think that's huge right now. That understand, if you feel I got to start again. Understand, it's not going to be a rough growing phase. It's going to be fast, quick, and fruitful. And then the Q, I really don't know what this means other than this questioning. We got a question and a question mark here. I guess what I'm really getting from this is that you got to stay inquisitive and curious in order for you to see the wisdom in something. Oh my God, I have a massive carpenter ant, I think is what those suckers are. I don't know how you got in the house, but then again, I do. My dad always has this, it's so funny. He calls them his pets. And it's it's his pets. It's in the ground nature, but it's this ant home underground that is it spans probably 20 feet in a diameter around this hole. These carpenter ants or army ants, maybe they're army ants. I don't know if there's a difference. They'll go out miles and come back. It's wild. And you know, you always know what the weather's going to be like, because if they're out, then look, do you see them? Ant. That's a weird one, dude. It looks a little different than normal. I live in the country. If you can't deal with little things like that popping in and out. Okay, let's see. I think we're done with this. Anyways, stay inquisitive. Always be learning. Okay, so that's transformation. I'm going to leave that one out. Let's get one more. Oh, I keep dropping them. Okay. I'm not sure if that's what it is like, or if it goes like that. I'm not sure, but we'll see. All right, this speaks on sorry guys. Fire knowledge. So passion is Quanaz fire. So we had air and fire, mind and passion. Your fire inside, what drives you. Also, it's your spiritual drive. But this is speaking on fire and knowledge. So what have we learned? We've transformed, and now we have the knowledge. What is the knowledge of? Stairways, excuse me. A new door is awaiting for you to open. Up or down? Okay. I love it. A new door is waiting for you to open. It's time to take action. Be assertive in your own life. Maybe that's what you had to learn from that karmic relationship. I know I did on one, like most of, actually the three that my three big karmic relationships, that ended up having to be the situation. I had to find my voice. I let them do everything. I mean, I did a lot, don't get me wrong, but I did let them basically have a lot of my control, because I didn't have my voice then. I didn't know how to say no. So I definitely learned how to assert myself. And, you know, that's kind of how they all ended, is because they didn't like that. They did not like that. You know, here's this meek, little girl that's what they liked, but ended up, in all three of those, they did not leave me. I had to leave them. That's interesting. I've never thought about that I had to leave those karmic relationships. Interesting. You would think that it would be like mutual, or one was kind of mutual, but after it was all said and done, no, they tried coming back 1,001 times. But I had to put my foot down and be like, no, this has run its course. And whether you see that or not, I do. And that's all that matters to me, But stairways, that means also leveling up or leveling down. Usually when you level up, if the person didn't level up with you, then you're on different playing fields, right? And then we got cleansing, refreshed and ready for the day, cleansing. And it says shower thoughts. So beautiful. Knowledge that you are cleansed. Didn't I say? No, that was in another reading. But I mean, you are ready for this new door. I think that's the point here. You are going to be, I think I said it here earlier, whatever it was, it's going to be done. Whatever, what was the little belly button? It literally said, what no longer serves you is gone. That's what this is. It's like, it's literally knowing that you have all the things you need to have for this next journey. You're ready. This is the knowledge that we have now. We got the O. Interesting. Oh, doesn't that look about the same? A new opportunity. Be open to a new opportunity. And that's even an O, a circle, right? Do you see that? That's even a circle. This is a big opportunity. Now, this could be confused as cycles, right? This could be confused as cycles. Understand that almost there might be a moment in time, because I had this happen and I fell for the damn thing again. But I had an opportunity, which sounds like this, to choose. And right about that time, my light went even brighter. I knew going into something, it smelled, it touched, it looked, it felt just like a past karmic relationship. And yet I still thought, maybe I've learned, right? I did. And I was able to get the heck out of Dodge way faster before real damage was done. But I think that is what this is speaking on. It's like you might even have a moment or an opportunity that you're going to maybe choose a door. This is only maybe for some of us, but to choose a door that, kind of felt like this might have fallen in line with your same cycles of what you choose to do. But I think the point of it is for you to be in that moment again and truly know without a doubt, this isn't where I'm supposed to be. Gotta go. And I think that the universe does that in order to show us, you're good. You're done. You won't do this again. You won't even entertain it the next time. So, oh, I thought there was a card that was flipped up. No, maybe not. What else can we know about that? And as I say that, I'm laughing because as I'm saying that, my portal power deck is just sitting right here. And this is what's staring me in the face. Deja vu. Right? Experiencing something for the second time. So that is definitely a confirmation for some. This came out again. Okay, I'm going to shuffle again. But benefit of the doubt and the wisdom. Again, seeing the wisdom and what you always had questioned in your mind is now coming back up for review, and you're going to see that it doesn't bother you anymore because you see it before it happens now. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, I'm going to shuffle again. What more can we know with this knowledge? But the wisdom card came out, so I think that's a great confirmation for knowledge. It's confirmation of like clarifying wisdom. Symphony of energy and W. That could be someone's initial. This could be someone's initial. I'm not sure what W means. Wishes, but I do know that whenever I get the symphony of energy, I need to use my my oracle mixed tape oracle, and this just happens to already be on the table. It's side A. I also have a side B. This is a play off of the old school Walkman. Anybody remember that? Okay, symphony of energy. What can we know about this? I just heard withdraw. Withdrawn. Okay. It says, I don't know where I'm going, but I'll get back to you and me. And the song is by Niall Horan, You and Me. Go listen to that song. Maybe it has more messages in it for you. I don't know where. Oh, maybe that's where. I don't know where I'm going, but I'll get back to you and me. So that kind of feels like there's been knowledge of like, hey, I am not where I'm supposed to be. I now know where I am needing to be. I mean, that feels so good when you've been lost in a karmic relationship and you feel like that was all I was good for, or that's all I deserved. Just all that. Oh, right? And then you actually have this like, I don't. I deserve more. I deserve better. It's a good feeling. Welcomed feeling. Okay, what else? Okay, I'm going to take you. It says, the magic filled the night. She touched my soul like no one else. Yes, the way that woman made me feel left me talking to myself. Aww. And I love it because this is a moon reading. It's the new moon in Taurus, and it's Hypnotize the Moon by Clay Walker. So this new moon energy is definitely probably bringing some clarity. Again, setting those intentions for what you want. But I will say, whatever this is speaking on, it's already in the works. It's shit. I almost cussed. It's already been birthed. Damn. Anything else? And it says, this is funny. It's Kendrick Lamar and SZA, and it's the song All the Stars. And the quote is, this may be the night that my dreams might let me know all the stars are closer. Could be a wish come true. If you believe that you deserve something and you actually start setting those intentions, like on a new moon, but it's really honestly set intentions here and here, and you believe it in those places, it's done. It's done. It's set. As long as you're not delusional, which, you know, is kind of another version of manifesting. Let's be real. Then like what I meant by delusional is if you're setting intentions for a love affair with someone and you know for a fact they got you blocked and they have told you countless times, leave me alone, that is not, that do not be setting intentions for that. That is not going to happen. That person is definitely moved on. You know what I mean? Respect it. So, okay. But my point is that it's a good thing to be setting intentions on a new moon. I feel like there's one more. Thank you. And it says the song is Till the End of Time by Timothy Bloom featuring V. Bozeman. And the lyric is, we can make this house a home forever and ever and ever until the end of time. Damn. That went from like, I guess that's intentions, right? I mean, it went from, I don't know where I'm going, but I'll get back to you and me. Then to, I'm dreaming this, like I'm using the universe, the stars and the moon. And then it gets to, we can make a house a home forever and ever until the end of time. I mean, damn, that's some heavy, good, positive, long-term intentions, right? But this is the knowledge that someone has come upon. And I think if this is not relationship based, it's more of just like, I know I'm home inside my own body, right? I know what I need. So I'm going to pull all this up and pull one last ruin and call it a night. Okay, last ruin. What is the ending of what we need to know in this situation? Okay. I don't know what this is. Do you see it? It might be like that. It might be like that. Let's see what this is. Okay. It is Aru's power, primal creative force gateway. Wow. Primal creative force gateway. Whew, gorgeous. Primal. This is power. This is your power. This is your primal power. When you get wisdom, you have your power recharged. Okay, here we go. And we've got stethoscope. Detects layers beneath the surface. It says take a deep breath and now another. Stethoscope. Okay, so to me that I just hear like it with the layers inside, like, right, detects layers beneath the surface. That's why it goes back to that primal power of like, you're feeling this on every level of your being. It's not just a surface level type of power. This is deep inside of you. It'll last is the point. Whatever this transformation is and this wisdom that you've gotten, this is so key to your life and your moving forward. Stethoscope. God, I feel like I need another card from the portal power. And funny is I heard in my head, and another one, because I had just said I felt like there was another one from here. And then when the N came out, I was like, and another one. It doesn't start with an N, but it emphasizes that. And then here it says, take a deep breath, and now another. So we are going to do another one of these to see if there's any more on this. Primal power. And it landed on the wisdom one. It says, new adventures lead to new perspectives. Open road. Take a friend or go solo. And then open road. I think it just goes in along the lines with that stairway. A new opportunity is here, but you've got to take it. Now. New. Now. Sayonara. Get on a new adventure. It's time. Peace, everybody. I'm going. I don't care. I just heard, I'm sorry I can't be there for you. You're on your own journey now that I cannot go with you on. And I am on my own journey that you cannot go on. Saying goodbye to someone is so hard, especially when you had love for them at some point. And it's even worse when they just drop off the deep end and they lose their ever-loving mind and stop taking care of themselves, and they maybe indulge in addictions that are just, I've had that, and it's hard because you're just sitting there going, I don't know why this is being called to say, but I know this is being called to say because it's hard. It's hard. I'm hearing right here someone being like, no, like don't go or something. And it's hard to be the person who's made that choice to go, because if that person starts not taking care of themselves and doing destructive things to themselves, it falls on the other person's shoulders that it's like, oh, well, if I hadn't left, they wouldn't have started being that way. But it's like, in reality, I mean, literally, I've lived this. I mean, I have lived this. I thought I wasn't even going to survive it because I was just like, oh, thank God I got out of that. And then I realized I still am in it because I'm still having to make sure you're alive. Like, sadly, I had to make sure they were still alive. It was that intense. This human being caused that to be such an intense power over me, even after we said goodbye. It was like somehow it was still up to me to make sure that they were okay. And I'm like, you are being so disrespectful and so selfish right now to not only, you're putting your problems on somebody else just to get attention. And granted, I'm sure that they had, things that needed to be worked out, but it wasn't my job. And that's a hard thing to rectify inside here. And it's a hard thing to relay to someone else when they aren't capable of thinking clearly on their own, and it's like, it's so hard, but it's really hard to say goodbye to whatever this is. And then we got C. Clarity. Charging into chariot. That's what it is, the chariot energy. Chariot is being uncompromising and seeing, like, in the sense of your willpower has taken over. You have taken the reins for your own chariot. And you're not letting anything, anyone have power over your reins. It's your reins. You've got to do it for yourself. My gosh, I don't know who this is for. I mean, obviously it's a collective energy, but if this is really, really, truly resonating, just understand it is going to be rough. It's going to be hard, but by God, it'll be worth it. And you have everyone behind you. So, and I have the X here and the King of the Mountain. I thought that was interesting. 2 X's. Take that as whatever message it is for you. But there's got to be some change. What else can we know about this? I, the letter I, and B. I heard I be seeing you later. I'm sorry. These could be initials of someone. I really don't know what IB means right now. I'm not sure what that is alluding to. I'm not really sensing it. I mean, by, and then your I would be like your intuition. And then it says, where did you come from? That just speaks on, like, you know, adventure. Bend the truth. Again, this came out. Oh my God, Hand in Hand came out again. More letters. Oh God, we got more letters. And we got the K and the R back again. And you've seen me shuffle these. So karmic relationship, and then the X, meaning like block, and 10. 10 is completion. Done. No more. Stop. Okay. I think that's just, let me see. I'm going to do one of these, even though I didn't get the little thing. I think it's something in here. Thank you guys for watching. Okay, it says the song is Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. And it says, like a heartbeat drives you mad in the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost. I know, it sucks. That's a rough feeling. It's a rough energy. Because in any ending, again, you had love for someone, you know, whether that's a friend, family, lover. You had love. You have love. If you ever loved, truly loved somebody, you're not going to lose that love. It just changes and it moves into platonic. Like, I care that you're alive. Like, I'm glad you are breathing and good. And I just got a little ding for that. But that does not mean I need to be any more in your life than just that. Like, I still run into people that I had loved in my past. And there's never been that same feeling, but I'm just happy. I'm just so happy that they're good, and I'm just like, man, we went through that. Like, that was crazy shit. So, but you got to move through it. It hurts though. And what I also got from this was I was just watching this entire rock history TikTok on Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks, and of course I'm gonna forget his name right now, the man she was in a relationship with. And it was literally talking about how they became throughout their entire, they knew each other as like 19, and they had that, and it's just amazing. But the point is that they've had their ebbs and flows of on and off and breaking each other's heart to pieces, and yet still having love for that person, So, but the song they were saying was one of the songs that she wrote to him in response to him cheating on her and destroying her. So I think it's interesting that literally just, I think I watched that either late last night before bed or this morning. But there's such a beautiful story. It's like, talk about soulmates. Maybe karmic, but soulmates, It says, Locked Out of Heaven by Bruno Mars. And it says, the quote or this lyric is, swimming in your waters, something spiritual. I'm born again every time you spend the night, because your takes me to paradise. Yeah, your takes me to paradise. I think that's interesting that it was talking about being born again, which is kind of where that we started here. But okay, I think we're going to call it a day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this has helped give some insight, clarity, healing, anything, laughter. I don't know. If you just sit here and laugh at me the whole time, cool. As long as you get something from it. Anyway, but I hope you all are doing well. And thank you again for watching. Please like the video, comment, just to help set engagement on these videos, helps them get out to a bigger audience. And hopefully, someone might really desperately need to hear this. But if we just lock it in here and we don't get further out into the YouTube algorithm, then they'll never get it. But your likes, your comments, if you share it, I don't know if anyone shares videos, but those all do help get it out to a bigger audience. So, but thank you again. And one last thing I will say, if you're still here, thank you. But I am open for personal readings. So if you are interested in getting more of a one-on-one, me and you on a Zoom, or if you don't have time, I can just pre-record it and send it to you. But I really like being interactive. And if you're local, if you're in Austin, we can meet up. That's even better. So I am open for those readings as well. So reach out. My information's in the description box. And have a great night, guys. Bye.